How often do you feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed? How often do you catch yourself overthinking, replaying the past, or worrying about the future? How often do you feel like your happiness depends on the things going your way, people's approval, life circumstances, or achieving the next goal? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most of us live our lives completely attached to the outcomes, attached to the people opinions, and to the stories that we're telling ourselves. And this is exhausting. We get attached to the idea that life has to look a certain way to us to be happy. We cling to the relationship out of the fear to be alone. We tie our sense of self-worth to how productive we are or how successful we seem. And when the things don't go as planned, when people disappoint us or life takes an unexpected turn, we suffer. But what if I told you that there's another way to live? A way where you can feel calm, present, and free, no matter what's happening around you. That's what detachment is about. And in this video, we're going to explore what detachment really means, why it's so powerful, and how to practice it in every day of our life. By the end of this video, you will have the tools to stop being controlled by your thoughts, your emotions, and your external circumstances, and finally found a deeper sense of peace. When people hear the word detachment, they sometimes misunderstand it. They think it's mean not caring, being indifferent, pushing people away. Detachment doesn't mean you stop to loving people or stop having goals. It doesn't mean you become cold or distant. It means you stop clinging. You stop tying your inner peace to the things outside of you. It's loving fully without trying to control. It's working toward your goals without your happiness depending on this outcome you have. It's enjoying life experience without fearing the loss. Detachment is freedom. Imagine this. You hold in a handful of sand. If you squeeze your hand too tightly, the sand slips through the fingers. But when you keep your hand open, relaxed, the sand stays. That's what detachment is. It's an open hand. It's a start with understanding one simple truth. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the observer of them. So why do we suffer so much? Why do we so easily thrown off by life ups and downs? It all comes to the attachment. We attach to the past, replaying old mistakes, holding on to regrets, wishing things had gone differently. We attach to the future, constantly worrying, planning, and waiting for the next thing to make us happy. We attach to people opinions, craving approval and fearing judgment. We attach to outcomes, thinking we'll finally be happy when we get that job, we get that car, we get that relationship, we get that success. But the more attached we are, the more power we give away. Think about it. If your happiness depends on the things outside of you, other people's behavior, life going exactly as planned, you're making your peace fragile. You're handing over your well-being to the things you can't control. And that's why we suffer, because life is unpredictable. People are imperfect. And when the things don't go the way we want them to, attachment makes us feel like we are falling apart. So how do we detach? How do we let go of the constant need for control, approval, and certainty? It starts by coming back to the present moment. Right now, this very moment is the only thing that's real. The past is a memory, the future is idea, but our minds, they're almost never here. We're always lost in the thoughts, replaying yesterday or worrying about tomorrow, and that's why we suffer. When you're fully present, attachment falls away. You stop clinging to the idea that life has to look a certain way. You stop fearing the unknown because you're not living in the future. You're living here right now. Take a deep breath. Feel the air moving into your lungs and out again. Notice the sound around you, the feelings of your body where you're sitting. For just a moment, let go of everything else. That's the present. That's the space where detachment lives. And the more time you spend there, the more peaceful and grounded you become. So how do we take this idea of detachment and actually live with it? So first practical way how you can do it is absorb your thoughts without judgment. This is the foundation of detachment, because the truth is most of us suffering doesn't come from the situation we're in. It comes from the stories we tell ourselves about those situations. Imagine this. You text someone and they don't reply for an hours. What's happened next? For a lot of us, our minds start spinning. Are they mad at me? Did I say something wrong? Or maybe they don't care about me anyway. But here's the thing, none of this is real. It's just a story your mind is creating, and more you believe it, the more anxious and upset you become. Detachment starts when you step back and absorb your thoughts without getting caught up in them. When the negative thoughts pop up, maybe fear, jealousy, or anger, Don't push it away and don't get lost in it. Just notice it. Say to yourself, oh, is this thought again? And then let it pass like a cloud drifting through the sky. You don't need to fight it or fix it or figure it out. You just need to see it for what it is, a temporary mental event, not the ultimate truth. The more you practice this, the more you realize you're not your thoughts, you're the observer of them, and the less control of those thoughts will have over you. Second practice that you can implement in your life is to let go of the need of control. So much of our stress and anxiety come from trying to control things that we simply can't control. Other people's behavior, life's timing, the outcome of our efforts. But here's the hard truth. Control is an illusion. You can do your best, make plans, and make the action, but you can't control how the life unfolds. You can't control how people respond or when opportunities show up to you. And the more you try to force life to go your way, the more resistance and frustration you create. Detachment means trusting the flow of life. Even if it's not going the way you want it to go, it means surrendering the need to micromanage every outcome and being okay with uncertainty. The next time you feel yourself getting anxious because the things aren't going as planned, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this something I actually can control? If the answer is no, then let it go. Focus on what you can control, your daily goals, your attitude, your actions, your ability to stay present. Stop tying your happiness to the outcomes. One of the biggest traps we fall in is a believing that our happiness lies somewhere in the future, on the other side of some achievements, relationship, or milestones. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get that job, when I find that right partner, when I lose that weight, when I make more money. But have you ever noticed how the finish line keep moving? The moment you reach one goal, a new one take its place, and the happiness you thought you will feel never lasts. Real detachment means choosing to be happy now, even as you work towards your goal. It means finding joy in the process, not just in the result. It means realizing that no external achievement can ever give you lasting peace. The peace comes from within. Instead of saying, I'll be happy when, shift your mindset to saying, I choose to be happy now. Practice being fully present. Whatever you are, be there. When you're eating, taste the food. Don't just scroll on your phone. When you're talking to someone, really listen. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Be fully present. When you're walking, feel your feet on the ground, the air on your skin, the rhythm of your breath. Presence is the ultimate form of detachment because it pulls you out of the stories in your head and brings you back to the only moment that ever real. Right now. One simple way to practice present, use your senses. Whatever you feel mind racing, pause and ask yourself, what do I see right now? What do I hear right now? What do I feel right now? Or what do I smell right now? The more present you become, the less power the past and the future will have over you. Another step how you can practice detachment is detaching from other people's opinions. This one is super huge one. How often do we adjust ourselves to fit other people's expectation? How often do we hold back our truth because we're afraid of judgment? But when you live for the other people's approval, you give away your freedom. You shape your life around their opinions, and in the process, you lose yourself. Detachment means knowing your worth isn't based on how other people see you. It means being okay with not being liked by everyone. It means trusting your own voice, even when it goes against the crowd. When you stop seeking validation, you start living authentically, and that's where the real freedom is. When next time you find yourself worrying about what someone else think about you, ask yourself, do I want their approval more than I want my peace? Because the truth is you can't be both. When you start practicing detachment, lives change. You becoming more calmer, you stop overthinking, you stop taking things so personally. You realize you don't have to chase happiness because it's already here. You start trusting that you can handle whatever it come your way. And when the things don't go as planned, you adjust without falling apart. You become less afraid of loss because you understand that nothing external can truly complete you. You start loving people more deeply because your love isn't based on your fear or control. You start pursuing your goals with more joy because your happiness doesn't depend on the outcome. This is the power of detachment. It's not about not caring. It's about caring without clinging, loving without fear of loss, and moving through life without grace and ease. So here's my challenge to you guys. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the air moving in and out in your lungs. Notice the sensation in your body. Let go of the need to fix, to change, to control anything, and just experience this moment. fully and completely, because this moment is all you ever really have. Thank you for watching, guys, and remember, peace isn't something you have to chase. It's already here waiting for you to slow down and notice. See you guys in the next one.